Gavin Urias.
The entire arena collectively catching their breath for a minute, but we keep it going. This is True Rev MMA. We don't take 20 minutes between the fights. We keep the action going all night long as we've got 9 more fights to go here tonight.
There's a lot of fights on the card tonight.
Well, the good thing was that everybody made weight. Everybody got their blood work in. Everybody showed up. That doesn't always happen in this sport. Let's be completely honest.
No, it doesn't. It actually doesn't happen a lot. A lot of the times you have a lot of drop-offs. A lot of guys who get hurt. I mean, it happens. It's part of the sport.
The only one we had tonight was in our main event coming up later. The guy had just Andres Lugo Jr. stepped up on short notice. Other than that, though, credit to these fighters here tonight. You said they want it. You don't really want it. I'm from the show me state. You've got to show me. You can't just talk about it.
100%.
Well, that'll be the last time for that. Josh Smith, Mike Savage alongside here, True Rev 57. We are at the Burlington Memorial Auditorium, beautiful venue along the banks of the Mississippi River in southeast Iowa. Thank you so much for taking part with us here tonight. Follow along at TrueRevMMA.com. That's TRUMMA.com. Fight card will be there. More information on these fighters. As here comes Aaron White. And here's another guy I'm really impressed with, Josh.
Yeah, he's very good. I'm excited to see what he's got in store for Gavin Urias tonight.
Again, yesterday, it's nice to be able to go to the weigh-ins yesterday, and Aaron was very humble. All these guys, there's so much respect. You know, still to this day, people talk to me on the streets about, isn't that just glorified bar fights? And it's not even close to that, especially now as we get into 2024, the amount of training. This is true sport.
Oh, absolutely. You know, when I first started, we were doing it in cattle barns.
Right.
You know, it was going on in a bar. You had local bars that would throw MMA fights. So that's how it used to be. It has evolved. The sport has evolved massively.
Well, it takes good promoters like Bob and Kerry Jolly and good people like George Chamberlain from the Iowa Athletic Commission and yourself for it all to come together. And we all do it because we love it. And the fighters do it because they are driven like no one else on the planet. Here comes Aaron White. Sportsmanship, a little fist pump to Gavin Urias, his opponent. And here we go to Nick Ryan to introduce this next contest.
Ladies and gentlemen, fighting first from the blue corner, standing at 5 feet 10 inches tall, weighing in at 145 pounds and representing Elite Edge MMA, and fighting from Ankeny, Iowa, this is Gavin Urias. And now fighting from the red corner, standing at 6 feet tall, weighing in at 145 pounds, and representing Impact MMA, this is Aaron White. Your referee for this round is Zach Douglas.
There you go. As you see, the tail of the tape for the featherweight division, True Rev MMA, Gavin Urias, Aaron Boogie the Grim Reaper. How about that? That is a nickname, sir. It's Aaron White, and here we go. Round 1, the featherweight division.
And a lot more experience on Aaron White's side. 8 fights compared to 2. But Gavin has won both of his fights.
Well, if you want to move your way up the division here at featherweight, I mean, there's a lot of guys. When you get to 145, you get to 155.
It's a killer weight class, absolutely.
These are 2 of them here right here that have definitely made a name for themselves at True Rev MMA. Aaron White.
Those kicks are going to pay dividends later down the road if this fight goes down the road.
Educated feet of Gavin Urias. Going mid, going low, going high. We'll see what Aaron White does to deal with that. There's another low kick. Nice block. Kick return from Aaron White himself. Aaron White in the red tape, red corner. Gavin Urias in the blue tape. A slip, and Aaron White hops right on top. Now what do you do here?
Gavin slipped into that. Now he's got himself in a predicament. And he's got a good position still.
For an arm bar, and Aaron able to slip out of it.
Yeah.
Back up is Gavin. Slips happen. It's all part of the game. I mean, you can focus on every single little thing, and then something like that's happened, it can be over just like that.
No, absolutely.
Part of the sweet science of this sport. The evolution of combat sports is MMA. And you're seeing it right here at True Rev 57. Kick low from Gavin. Couple swings up high from Aaron. And another kick, another punch. There's Aaron returning the favor.
Gavin looks sharp. He's slipping in, throwing these punches. He's landed a few uppercuts in there. See, there he goes again. Very elusive. Switching back and forth from the feet to the hands to the feet.
Tough to fight a guy who has it all together like that. It's easy to stand there and throw, but when you mix in the feet, that's what the evolution of the sport's all about. Another kick to the midsection. So what are the judges looking for?
Damage. First and foremost, damage. That's what you're looking for, is who does the most damage, and if you don't have any damage done, then you start looking at other things like who landed the most strikes, who had the most takedowns, who had octagon control.
Clinched up, or exchanging knees, excuse me. Those are 3 punches from Aaron White. Gavin returning. A lot of kicks as we've got just 10 seconds left. This will be the first one to go to round number 2.
Yeah, we're going to see a round 2 for sure here. Both these guys look sharp.
Great effort in the featherweight division by both of these gentlemen as they get 1 minute. All right, so we'll have a few replays to go over here. But in the meantime, as a fighter, Josh, you tell us what you see.
Well, it's a nice steep kick from Gavin there, and then this is when you had to slip. Aaron lets Gavin back up. He almost got that arm bar in there, and so he didn't want anything with that. He wanted to move on from that right away. Let's stand back up.
Great job from our production crew backstage. Broken Centrifuge Productions in the house tonight. All right, so you've got 1 minute in between rounds, which I'm sure seems like a second and a half when you're in a fight.
It seems like a literal second. It is not long enough to recover. So if you have taken any damage in that first round, a minute's not going to give you enough time to recover. You catch your breath a little bit, get some water in you, and hopefully your coaches give you a little idea of what you're doing wrong, because you haven't won the fight yet.
Right. Here we go, round 2.
Let's go, let's get it.
Zach Tybris getting things started. And here we go, round 2, featherweight. True Rev 57, it's Gavin Urias and Aaron White. Nice uppercut. Nice kick.
Yeah, Gavin's loading up on these punches.
Another low kick. Aaron returns with a straight right. Now a back heel, or backhand. Knocked Gavin to the ground. That landed.
That spinning back fist landed, and it landed good. I don't know whether it rocked Gavin or if it just knocked him off balance, because he still looks like he's with it.
Now trying to establish control along the cage. See Aaron, is he trying to get a guillotine in?
He's looking at it, and mostly I think right now it's just kind of, it's a saying, hey, don't take me down, I'll put this on you. It's not going to get anything done from where he's at.
Now he's squeezing it. He's got it.
No
he's tapping.
Way.
That's 58
That's
seconds.
A standing guillotine. Wow. The
Guillotine
arm strength
choke.
that it takes to make a standing guillotine work is insane. He had that absolutely wrapped around his neck like an anaconda.
More of a defensive. It started out defensive, became the finisher of the fight.
Wow.
How about that? Round 2, 58 seconds. Aaron White with the guillotine chokeout of Gavin Urias.
Aaron should be very proud of that one. Very proud. That takes a lot to get somebody to submit when you don't have your hooks in, you don't have anything wrapped around them, you're standing up.
We'll get his word in just a second, but first we'll make it official. And here's Nick Ryan to announce our winner.
This fight ends 56 seconds into the second round. Your winner by guillotine from the red corner, Ed White.
All right, I'm here with our winner, Aaron White, able to get it done in round number 2 with a guillotine, a standing guillotine choke. Awfully impressive. My commentary partner, Josh Smith, said, it was defensive. You're trying to keep him from throwing you down. You finished the fight out of it.
Yeah, I actually have another submission that basically ended up like that in my second fight. So it was against Elijah. It was basically, I felt the same situation, but I didn't know he was going to shoot him. I know him himself, he's a very good striker, and I know he has a good fundamental in wrestling, so you know, but he brought that dog out, I ain't gonna lie.
A lot of kicks that he landed on you, midsection, lower, upper, but you're able to win the fight here tonight. So let's take a look at the replays here. You can talk us through a little bit of this fight and what you see for your victorious eyes.
After you started, I know the kicks were going to start coming, so I either check those and work off those like my coach and my camp can help me do the little things, not falling into the fucking, not going into a submission, thank God. But just doing the little things my coach has told me to, keeping that in the back of my head. Just really trying to learn how to adjust in this fast pace.
Impressive victory. So I know there's a lot of folks that made their way from Peoria to watch you, and I know that you probably want to thank.
I want to thank all my sponsors that still with me in the middle. I appreciate y'all. To all my coaches, Pat, the winning team, Impact MMA. I love all y'all, and if it wasn't for y'all, we got this one tonight. So we're gonna keep it rolling and celebrate after. I love y'all. I appreciate y'all.
Ladies and gentlemen, give it up for your